All right, we got to talk about Persona 2 here, considering how it's the 25th anniversary of Persona. Before I do that, make sure you guys are hitting the thumbs up, subscribe if you guys are new. Let me know down in the comment section what you want to see regarding the 25th anniversary for Persona. Now, Persona 2 is, I would say, the biggest oddball of the Persona series. Persona 2 gave us something that happens on every Persona game moving forward. It gave us the duology for this series. And what do I mean by the duology of the series? Well, Persona 2 released in two different games. Persona 2 Eternal Punishment and Persona 2 Innocent Sin. The problem with Persona 2 is that we didn't get both games as a global release. We only got one of them initially on the PS1 and the other one on the PSP. So we're going to talk about that in just a second. But ever since Persona 2, every game that released with two versions of that game. So you had Persona 3 released, and then you had Persona 3 FES. Persona 3 FES was an expanded version of the original Persona 3. It had new social links. It had an epilogue story that was about 20 hours additional story gameplay. It had a new soundtrack on it, or additional tracks on it to coincide with the extra gameplay that was titled Persona 3 The Answer, because it took place after the initial Persona 3. And you had Persona 4, which released Persona 4, and then Persona 4 Golden, which Persona 4 Golden again was that expanded version of Persona 4. And then we have Persona 5 with Persona 5 Royal, which Persona 5 Royal, again, is that expanded version of Persona 5. So, now going back to Persona 2, the problem is that a lot of people missed out on Persona 2. And if you didn't watch my video regarding Persona 1 and how we should get a HD remaster port of Persona 1, go watch that. I'll go ahead and I'll link that for you guys. This basically goes along with that. A lot of people didn't get a chance to play Persona 2, especially the entire story. Persona 2 released on the PS1, and we got Eternal Punishment in the US, and basically, the global release. In Japan, they got Eternal Punishment and Innocent Sin because, they are Japanese games. We never got Persona 2 Innocent Sin released, and because that never happened, we missed out on the full story. At least until we got Persona 2 Innocent Sin on PSP. But here is the problem. They remade Persona 2 Innocent Sin on PSP, but never released both versions globally. Instead, they did the opposite of what they did back on the PS1. So, in Japan, they remade Persona 2 Eternal Punishment and Persona 2 Innocent Sin, and then only released Innocent Sin globally. And in Japan, they kept Persona 2 Eternal Punishment for themselves. So they did the opposite for the PSP versions of these games. So the remakes of these games not only gave us updated dialogue, gave us updated graphics. Gameplay was slightly altered, not too much. It remained true to its core gameplay. We got new soundtracks for it. The game was beautifully remade for the PSP. But again, not a lot of people played these games. And we're talking about Persona 2. To give you an idea, Persona 2 Innocent Sin on the PSP, if you want to play the game, if you want to own a physical copy of this game, like this, let's say the limited edition released on day one, it came with a mini soundtrack. That's it. It was the game and the mini soundtrack with an outer box. That thing sells for anywhere between $350, as of recording this video, $350 to $400. It is insane how expensive that game is. And a lot of people did not get the chance to play these games, whether it be the original game on the PS1, which is very expensive as well. We're talking about easily $400, or the remake on PSP. A lot of people did not get a chance to play this game. And if you've gotten the chance to play this game, you might not have played the full version of the story, because this, the story is split off into 2 games. So if that's the case, we need to see these games get remastered and get the full release so we can go ahead and enjoy these games. Again, considering it's the 25th anniversary of Persona, this is the best time to do it. You could do it as a Persona 2 collection, which would then give us Persona 2 Eternal Punishment and Innocent Sin in one collection or one game. And then we can play the full game the way it was meant to be played. And make it HD remaster, update the textures. You don't have to do too much. I'm not asking for a full-blown remake again, because these games were already remade on the PSP. Give us the PSP version, but update the the fidelity. Make it 1080. I'm not asking for like 4K graphics and like ray tracing and all this stuff. Just give us HD textures, 1080p, 60 FPS. I mean, hell, these games you don't even need to play 60 FPS. You can still put it at 30 FPS and it'd be fine. But I mean, they're not physically or they're not very demanding games. So you can do it 60 FPS and you'd be fine. So I would like to see these games get the HD remaster treatment so we can play these, because this is part of the history of Persona and we really need these to come out. At least I do, so that way I can play the full game. I mean, I'm fortunate enough to have, Persona 2 Eternal Punishment on PS1 and Innocent Sin on PSP, but I would still want to have HD remasters of these games, so maybe I can play it on the Switch if they decide to. And by they, I mean Sony. If Sony decides to allow Nintendo to, to have these games on the Switch, because Sony has the exclusivity rights to the Persona main games. So hopefully they allow this to happen. But if they don't, at least on Steam, that way, again, myself and other people can play this game, because it is a game that I feel like many people should play. Let me know down in the comment section what you think. Should we see Persona 2, both the games, get released as a collection so everybody can play it? Would you like to see it on all consoles? What else would you like to see for the 25th anniversary? Let me know down in the comment section. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you guys are new. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.